Human beings are predictable, and so are groups of people. While no one can know exactly at any given time what a person or group is going to do, even the casual observer can tease out common trends and themes in human interaction. So let's look into the crystal ball of group dynamics and see what it has to tell us about the process of development of innovation teams. Here's a little history. Probably the best-known description of the stages of group development was put together by a guy known to his mother as Brucey, and to us as B.W. Tuckman. After looking at over 50 group development models, he put forth the following 4 stages. 1 forming, then 2 storming, then 3 norming, then 4 performing. Lesser known in the group dynamics world, but very well known in the community development world, is M. Scott Peck's model. First, pseudo-community, then chaos, then emptiness, and finally, for those who find humility and curiosity in the emptiness, community. Bob Eckert and Jonathan Vehar, authors of More Lightning, Less Thunder, How to Energize Innovation Teams, are respected practitioners and well-known contemporary experts on innovation in organizations. Their experience is that innovation teams fall somewhere between a group and a community, and as they lead and watch these teams develop for their clients, here's what they see. The first stage, pseudo-team. Someone has called the group together and told them that they are to function as a team. Now, by the time you've graduated from the 8th grade, you've got a pretty good idea of what a team is and how people are supposed to behave when they are on one. So that's what you do. You say nice things about the group, you make sure you don't rock the boat, even if you don't agree with something that others are saying or doing. You're very diplomatic as you put forth a proposal for thought or action. Why? Because you don't really trust these folks yet. And your gator brain is telling you, be careful, Brucey, or they'll all gang up on you and eat you alive. Every group needs a scapegoat. Make sure you're not it. Correctly so, we are fearful of conflicting with the group. All of our nice statements about what a great group of people this is are really fostering a covert agenda. Please, I promise not to say anything bad about you if you'll not say anything bad about me. Together we can all live happily ever after, okay? The second stage, blamestorming. We are so interested in making sure that we don't get attacked by our group mates that the team will typically focus on blaming outside people and dynamics for the problem they have been given to solve. In this stage, the group will focus on the poor us energy as a way of bonding together. The problem is that hand-wringers and finger-pointers don't get the job done and rarely get anything done. Additionally, it's not possible for humans working closely together to always avoid conflict with each other. Eventually, no amount of external blame-storming can cover up the fact that there will be tensions between members of the group. At this point, we typically see subgroups form within the team where the subgroup members blame-storm about how other individuals or subgroups within the team are the problem. We're still trying to preserve our personal emotional safety here by finding at least a few allies within the team. Sadly, all too often, teams never progress beyond this point. The vast majority of teams that we observe and with whom we consult are operating from this stage of group development. If the group is to move beyond this stage in terms of its quality of performance, it will occur in the following way. At some point in this storm, someone or some critical mass of the group will experience enough tension about the group's lack of effectiveness that they will begin to look for ways to take responsibility for moving the team forward on its agenda in a more effective way. This is a critical shift point in the formation since, as we'll later see, innovation teams are characterized by all of the team members taking responsibility versus the more typical dynamic where only 1 or 2 people take up the task of leadership. Hand-wringers and finger-pointers don't get the job done, leading to stagnation and frustration. The third stage, responsibility. In innovation teams, and this is critical, whether through training or very effective leadership or just the overall maturity of the group members, There is a shift of the entire group from looking outwards to fix blame to looking inwards to fix the problem, and not inward toward the team, inward toward themselves. The question being asked by most, if not all, the team members at this time is something like, okay, while all of the circumstances that we've been singing poor me about are true, the only thing I have power over is me. What can I do to contribute my best to the effort of the team? What can I do to inspire the other team members to do the same? Team members remind themselves that they have the ability to respond to their challenge in any way they want to, and that how they respond to the challenge will ultimately determine their success. The humility we've spoken of earlier is present just enough that the energy the member has put into judging others decreases, and the energy for personal responsibility taking increases. Now, the gator brain hasn't gone away here, it still lurks, and here's a place where it's good that we have it. If enough group members are moving into the stage of responsibility, those that are a little slow to get there will sense that they are on the verge of being left out, and the gator fear that resides in their brainstem will often motivate them to shift up to a higher level of responsibility taking. Being responsible becomes the norm of the group. The fourth stage, interdependence. As the team members watch what they are doing in terms of group effectiveness, and they will because each is acting as if it is his or her job to grow the team, and it is every individual's job to contribute meaningfully, a tremendous increase in trust of the team members appears. This trust sets up the group for two things. First, I don't need to pay attention at such a high level to what you are doing, because I know you're taking responsibility for it and will handle your part. This allows me to focus on doing my part exceedingly well. Second, when we're working together in a group and generating ideas to overcome various challenges, I know I won't be attacked for a less than perfect idea. The group dynamic is one of trying to get the best thinking on the table and allowing for people's unpolished ideas to be a springboard for discussion of best possible ideas. It's a beautiful dance to watch and to be a part of. From a systems perspective, it's a lot easier to get to and maintain this level of productivity if there is some real mutual accountability for the delivery of some particular output from the group. Real accountability means that good output creates real positive consequences for all of the members, and that inadequate output creates real negative consequences for all of the group's members. In fact, a group can rarely be a team unless this system of pain and pleasure is in place, ensuring balance. The fifth stage, innovation team. Groups perform as an innovation team when, in addition to the last two stages, they are also well trained in innovation skills like creative problem solving and all of its tools. This is the difference between the typical high-performance team and one that is a notch above. The innovation team. You'll hear us say this again and again. Innovative thinking is a skill that can be strengthened at both the individual and group level. Innovation teams are people who have taken responsibility to do the interdependence while at the same time working diligently to increase their personal and group creativity skills. This is what makes them such darn fun dance partners. So, what's the lesson? It's possible to have a high-performing innovation team, and it's catalyzed by understanding the dynamics of humans in groups. But there is an important key here. No one on a high-performance team spends time cheerleading with rah-rah slogans like, "We need to be a great team." Rather, they look in the mirror, challenging themselves as individuals to be on their personal A-game and ask the other team members to help them do so with encouragement and coaching. Only then does that individual have the moral ground to coach others to do the same. The one in the mirror must go first. And that's you, my friend.